Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. At this particular time, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to entitle this video, but by the time you're watching it, we'll have the appropriate title. Whenever I get an opportunity to try to put people in the right direction musically, I try to do my best because someone did it for me. There were a lot of people years ago that helped my plan, put me in the right direction, say, hey, study on this, focus on this, leave that alone. This will work for you. Don't bother this, and the more you play, the better you become in most cases, because I've been playing piano just as long as guitar. It just doesn't stick for me. First I tried to teach myself, which didn't work. Then I went to a university and studied. It's like, just it won't stick, and I come to the realization there's just some areas you need to focus on more, and other areas you're just not going to become what you want, because I actually always want to become a good piano player. I mean, I admire those guys. And old school Larry, shout out to you. You're the only one that realized that my style of guitar playing is like a piano player on guitar. You're absolutely right. That's what I've been doing for the longest, because again, that's my tribute and my respect and nod to the piano players, because when you are a good piano player, you can do a whole lot of stuff by yourself. We live in an era now with synthesizers that create sounds that sound like other instruments. You can put together a whole album by yourself, but when you're a guitar player, you're kind of limited because, you're playing guitar, but you come to a realization, if this works for me, I'm going to focus on this. If it doesn't, it doesn't, because 95% of the stuff that I write on piano. I play good enough to play, and one of my proudest moments, and this is back in probably the 90s when I was really playing piano, and I had put my guitar up under my bed, because during that time, synthesizers was ruling, from the R&B standpoint. From pop to techno, or pop to techno, it's like, I don't hear no guitars. I don't hear bass guitar. I don't hear electric guitar. So during that time, in order to eat, quote unquote, I was playing piano, synthesizing, and it's like, it was years later when people seen me actually play guitar. They said, I didn't know you played guitar. I'm like, yeah, but nobody was hiring guitar players at that time. Everybody was doing synth. And I was real good when it comes to compositions as far as filling up the musical spectrum with synthesizers, because one of my buddies, one of my old bass players, he's like, man, when he listened to the stuff we were doing, he's like, it ain't full, man. And I always kept that in mind to try to fill it up so it sounds nice and full and still look kind of empty, just the drum beat and the bass line and one synth line going in and out, But the reason why I'm doing this video is because whenever I run across comments that I think I need to comment on to help, I do that, because it's real simple. We live in an age now where people can get access to stuff. They go on the internet, look at stuff. So, okay, I'm going to try to do that. That's wonderful. But you need to know why you're doing it and what you're doing. Because I'm going to read this and then I'm going to give you a comment on this, because, again, I think this is helpful. And this is what I'm here for, to help. If you got any questions, say, hey, Morris, man, this is my situation. What do you think I should do? If I can help you, I'll help you. If I can leave a comment that would help you, I'll help you. Because I notice on some of these channels, and everybody's situation is different. Mine's is an interactive channel, meaning that if you got a question, if I can answer it, I'll answer it. But I notice a lot of these big channels, and sometimes not even really big channels, I see just tons of comments and they don't even respond to none of them. And I'm like, my thoughts on that is a little different, because I'm like, what is the purpose of me being here if I can't interact with you guys and help you? It's not a vanity thing where you just leave a lot of comments and I ain't even gonna bother to even read them, because there's some people on my Facebook channel or page, I deleted them, because I'm like, every now and then you send out a comment to these people and nobody responds. Because a big shout out to Chris Jasper, the legendary keyboard player for the legendary band, the Isley Brothers. We're not the best of friends. I'm not going to sit here and say that. But, every now and then when I shoot him a question or a comment, he responds, and I appreciate that. There's some people that think they're too big to say something, because there's some few people, which I ain't going to name their name, and they're not even in the category of Chris Jasper. I send them out, hey, I love your CD. The one that just came out, and they don't even respond. I'm like, okay, it's the people that buy your stuff make you, but there's some people that don't understand that, And that's why, like I said, when you guys have comments, because of course the troll stuff just get deleted and blocked. But when you have a legitimate comment or question, I respond, because again, I want to help you. I want you guys to become good players, I really do. So here is the comment. For a while, I was doing a series of how to play, meaning that it's just me and my guitar and me showing you the chords as opposed to the play-alongs. Because sometimes those were pretty helpful to people. But that's really not quote-unquote my format. But every now and then I used to do that. And I did a Sade song, Smooth Operator. What I love about Sade, and most musicians know this, their stuff is not real complicated. It's just beautiful, lavish arrangements. They usually have like 3 to 4 chords in that song, and that's it. But you look at a Stevie Wonder, you got 5 chords before you even come out the verse, and Al Green, because I just did a cover for one of my subscribers, Warren. I did a Al Green song, I think it's called The Good Old Days. And I cringe when people ask me to do Al Green stuff, because Al Green have a song structure all to himself. I was just showing my wife. I was like, I wrote it out and tabbed it. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. It's supposed to be 2 of these. In this verse, the second verse, there's only 1. And he's all over the place as far as structure-wise. I'm like, it's just a nightmare getting through his stuff. And I love his stuff. I'm like, Al on a whole nother writing format page. He truly is. It's like, normally everybody does this, then they do this, and what's coming after that, because it's just a format and a structure that we all kind of, do. But Al got his own thing, But Sade stuff, real simple. It's just usually like 4 chords, just like I said, beautiful arrangements. Because it's not necessarily about how many chords you put in the song, it's how you arrange the song, okay? So I did Smooth Operator, which is a real simple song. And I got somebody that commented and left me this. Now, first of all, I did this video about 5 years ago, 2015. And one of my subscribers or viewers said, can you explain what finger, what strings, what fret, and strumming? And my response is, if you know none of this, my friend, it's time to go get, in capital letters, real lessons. This is what we all do in order to become good players. Don't think you're going to learn to play the guitar simply by watching fingers on the internet. It's not going to happen, because just based on the question that was asked lets me know his level of skills. And it's 0, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we all start at 0. But we all that are serious about it know we need to do. We go get lessons. We don't sit on the internet not knowing what we're doing and just asking questions, because you don't know what you don't know. It's real simple. Go get lessons. I think, the internet is pretty good when you already kind of know how to play and you just don't know chords. It's like, okay, well, I can play, but I don't know what this guy doing on the record. Let me type up on YouTube and some guy show me what he doing. Thank you. He showed me what he was doing. I know the chords. I just didn't know what he was doing. But this is a good example. You don't know what you don't know. When you don't know what you don't know, you don't know. So you enlist the help of other people, because when I was growing up, long before the cell phones, big screen TVs, and the internet, we seen a guy that can play well. Then we asked him, how did he learn how to play? He tell us, this other dude taught me. And then you go to that other dude, because I'm like, I want to learn how to play like you taught that dude. And that's how it works. Instead of, you don't know what you're doing, you're sitting on the internet and just watching Morris Man fingers and other dude fingers. I can't see your fingers, that camera angle is bad. You don't supposed to be focusing on my fingers, because look at the big screen, chords running across that screen. Now, to look at my fingers just to determine what voicing he's using. Is he playing the real on the E or the A or D or whatever, so on and so forth, to glance to get a reference. But to try to figure out what I'm doing, by looking at the fretboard and trying to find where my fingers are at, don't waste your time. It makes sense when I make this statement. Learn how to play the guitar before you learn how to play songs. Real simple. When you learn how to play the guitar first, you play thousands of songs. My channel's a living proof of that. Instead of you focusing on trying to learn one song and you don't know what you're doing other than people telling you to put your fingers here. You don't know why your fingers there. You don't know what notes you got up under your fingers. You don't know what chords you got up under your fingers. If you guys don't take anything away from my channel, please take this away. Go get lessons. Go get real lessons. You get what you pay for, and pay people to teach you. Don't expect nobody's going to teach you and devote all this time to you for free unless you're their son. or a family member, you know. But there's some people, again, I got to get on people like that. They think that everybody just going to cater to them. You got 2 hours out of your day to give 50 people in one day. Because like I told you guys, I get like over 100 requests a day. And I have to, explain to people. I send them to the link, because they don't know what they don't know. This takes 2 hours for me to do, to put it together from start to finish, to learn the song, put it in Stony editing, edit it, render it, then post it. That's 2 hours. And if I get, like I said, 50 people and I get that easy a day request, there's no way, even if I charge you guys, because I do have a tabbing service, there's no way that I can do 50 songs at 2 hours a song for you guys, If you're serious about learning something, I'll send you a link. You go to my tabbing service, and I will tab the song, $15 a song, 2 song minimum. Again, the people that ask me don't understand or realize that 50 other people asked today, and it would be unfair to do this for 50 people for free when I got other people that pay me for the tabbing service. It just wouldn't be unfair. It would be unfair to those people that pay me for me to do it for those people that don't pay me. It's the same service, but one's paying and one expected for free. So, I don't take nothing for granted, because I know, again, people don't know what they don't know. It's innocent for most of these people that say, hey, I want to learn how to play that song. Could you teach me more, man? Sure. But you have to go through the tapping service, just that simple. But, again, I never take anything for granted as far as assuming anything. I'm like, let me just give you the rules here so you can understand, as opposed to me assuming that you know the rules, and then based on that, I'm going to respond based on, I think that you know. No, I'm just going to explain it to you, and then we can go from there. But, again, I get these a lot as far as these questions, and it's real simple. Go pay somebody to get lessons. It's just that simple. It's nothing complicated about that. It's nothing difficult about that. But again, sometimes you have to steer people in the right direction. It's like, if you don't know where your fingers should go, you know what you need to do. You know where you need to go. Go pay somebody for lessons, just go pay somebody for lessons. Till next time, take care and thanks for watching.